Hi there. I'm Dave Finnegan, and our program is Green Actioneers. Over 60 undergraduate and graduate sustainability students have already provided input into this program. Let's start with a question. Did you know that households are responsible for over half of the carbon released into the atmosphere with their heating and air conditioning, with their household electric, with the food we eat, with our transportation and our incidental purchases of consumer goods, but that most of the efforts to control our energy use so far have focused on actions by industry and government, not on families and individuals? Our solution is to empower families using the Green Actioneers Workbook as a guide to organize and get to work. This is especially important to start now while families are staying home, so we say, let's all go green in quarantine. The Green Actioneers Workbook is uniquely organized. It has over 100 actions that families can take to go green. These range from free ideas like flipping off light switches and shopping in thrift stores and planting trees to expensive actions like getting solar panels on your roof or driving a 100% electric vehicle or reinsulating your house or switching to double-paned windows. We follow three diverse families whose kids all go to Watson Elementary. It's elementary, Watson, as they take steps that make sense for them. Bobby's family lives in an apartment in the inner city. Lakeisha's has a big house in the suburbs, and Ken Chen lives on a mini farm on the edge of town with his family. The Green Actioneers Workbook is 8.5 by 11, and it's spiral bound, so it'll lie flat on the floor or on a table. Of course, it's printed on recycled paper using soy-based ink. On the left, or parent side of every two-page spread, is a description of the action that we want them to take in English and in Spanish. On the right side, or kids page, is a coloring book at the top for the youngest kids and a word search or a word game or a crossword puzzle for the older kids, using words that are on this side. So we assume readers will go through the book as a family, deciding what they can do. Each page has a link to much more information on our website, which you might think of as the Wikipedia of green action for families. So our mission is to get a copy of the book into the hands of every family in North America in the decade of the 2020s. We'll do this through a vast network of green organizations and individuals, environmental foundations and influencers with green blogs and podcasts, youth groups, scouting and 4-H clubs, and eventually through schools where the book can be distributed at Green Actioneers Family Night. Well, why would they want to participate besides saving the planet? Any organization that distributes the book to families gets to keep half the purchase price, so they can use it as a fundraiser. They can sell the book for $20 and make $10 on every book they distribute to their members. And if you participate, then your name will go right into the book with the other 60 plus students who have helped us create the book and the website. If families can be persuaded to take action, not only does that awaken the next generation, but it brings the parents on board, and they work in businesses and industry and government agencies that will need to change as well. So by working with families, our work will bubble up and permeate the entire society. This isn't a trickle-down program from the top. This is a bubble-up program from the bottom, and that's how culture changes. You can help by researching 2 or 3 actions from the book, writing in-depth essays, and we'll post your essays expanding the website. Each team member should plan to write up to 2 or 3 actions and invest 15 hours in the project. Unlike Wikipedia, which is anonymous, you can get your bio and your photo on the site. There are other tasks that need to get accomplished, like promoting the project to foundations and influencers, or designing a closed social network where families can go to brag about actions they've taken, or turning the book into an app, or recruiting partner or sponsors from among companies whose products or services are featured in the book. So there are lots of things to do depending on your skill set and your interest. So join the team, become an author of one or more of the actions in the Green Actioneers website, and you too can proudly wear the Green Actioneers cape. Now, I know if you've gotten this far, you have a question. What is all that stuff behind you? Well, I go on a lot of on-site visits to people, and I see their books, and their books are always spined toward me. But these are my books, and I wanted you to know what I wrote about, so I turned them this way. I spent 30 years visiting over 2,000 elementary schools in 46 states and 12 countries, and I wrote the seminal books, which were translated into 6 languages and created the most important videos on recreational juggling. So if we sold over 1 million books teaching juggling, we can sell tens of millions of books designed to transform the world. Join the team, become a Green Actioneer. Just get in touch with me. I'm Dave Finnegan at greenactioneers.com. Dave, Finnigan at greenactioneers.com. Thanks a lot.